So fifth graders, today is Monday, January 27th, and we are doing Module 3, Lesson 14. Okay, we are nearing the end of Module 3. We just have 3 more lessons, 14, 15, 16. And so this Friday, you're going to have your Module 3 test. Okay, today what we're going to use is we're going to use strategies. We're going to first, before we jump into solving a problem, we're going to look and notice and see what we notice, because we're going to use strategies to help us solve multi-term problems. Multi-term means that there are more than 2 addends or things that you're subtracting. Okay, does that make sense? So, as we can see here, we have a multi-term problem, right? How many terms are there in this problem? 4. Take some time to copy down the 4 terms. 2/3 plus 1/5 plus 1/3 plus 1 4/5. What mathematical operations are we doing here? Addition. Now, when it comes to addition, is there a commutative property? Can we move the terms around without changing the value? Yeah. Is there any way we can move the terms together that would be helpful for us? Let's take a look. What kind of units do we have? We have thirds and fifths. So could I rewrite it so my thirds are together? Yes. And my fifths are together? Yes. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? And when I do that, it becomes even more helpful, because I can see right now, what's 2/3 plus 1/3? 1. 3/3, right? And then what's 1/5 plus 1 4/5? 2. So really this problem is 1 plus 2, which is 3. So do you guys see how we can use the commutative property, and we can look at the terms before we jump in and say, oh, I have 2/3 plus 1/5. Okay, my least common denominator is 15. Let me try to find out what the equivalent fractions would be. Did we have to do that at all? No. So sometimes if you have lots of terms, if you take a look and see what the terms are, it can help you. Okay, let's try another example. Again, we have 4 terms. 5 7/8 minus 1/2 minus 7/8 minus 1 1/2. What mathematical operation are we doing this time? Subtraction. Thank you, Maham. Is there such thing as the commutative property of subtraction? No. Can I move the terms around? No. Not really. It's going to mess me up if I do, right? I mean, I can move some of them. I can move the last ones around, the last 3, but can I swap out the first one? No. So, when you have subtraction, use a picture to help you. How much are we starting out with? 5 7/8. And then we're subtracting, so we're chopping off, right? How much are we chopping off first? 1/2. Okay. How much are we chopping off next? 7/8. And then we're chopping off 1 1/2. Okay. Now, when we're taking things away, does it matter what order we take them away in? What do you notice think about our problem of the day. When we were thinking about Mr. McGowan's fudge, we were taking away stuff, but we had to add up the parts we were taking away. So everything inside we're adding up. So really, do we see how these 2 pieces fit together? Yeah. What do we have to take away from 5 7/8? 7/8. No, hold on. When I have 1 1/2 and 1/2, I'm taking both of those away. How much am I taking away altogether? 2. So I can think of those as 2. What's 5 7/8 minus 2?
3 7/8.
3 7/8. And then, what else am I taking away?
7/8.
Oh, so then I can do 3 7/8 minus 7/8, which is?
3.
So my final answer is 3. So again, did I have to think to myself, 5 7/8, I'm going to change that to 47/8, and then I have to find the least common denominator with 1/2. Do I have to do that? No. You just have to look at the terms. I can see that these 2 fit together, and this part fits with that part. And I have to think, what does that mean? What do I have to do with them when they fit together? We have this problem with 3 terms, 2 5/6 minus 1/3, and then we have to add 1/6. So let's strategize. We have subtraction and addition. Do you guys see any parts that fit together? What parts fit together? Maria?
You can add 2 5/6 plus 1/6 fit together.
Yeah, I can see that part will equal 3. So really my problem is 3 minus 1/3. Violet, think about a number line in your head. If I have 3 and I want to take away 1/3, where will I be on my number line?
In between
What 2 whole numbers will I be in between?
the
2 and 3, right? And where will I be between 2 and 3? 2 and?
2/3.
Yeah, 2 and 2/3. So again, we can really strategize when we have multi-terms because it can help us solve problems more easily. This is an interesting problem. We have 14 thirds plus blank plus 9 fourths. And we know the answer is going to be 8 and 11 twelfths. Let's draw a picture to help us out. So we know that we have 14 thirds. We're going to add something. We don't know what it is. Right? And we have 9 fourths. And all together, everything added up is going to equal 8 and 11 twelfths. How can I find out what that missing term is? What do I need to do first? What do I need to do first? Sakina?
First, you need to add 14 thirds plus 9.
Yeah. And then I'm going to subtract that from 8 and 11 twelfths. Yes? Go ahead and solve this problem.